Bird with 8 seconds. Bird on the drive. The runner is good again. Larry Bird is just unconscious. They open the right side. Bird the follow away. He drills it again. You're seeing a great performance as you'll ever see from Larry Bird. With 3 seconds, Bird will try another jumper and hit it at the buzzer. Bird has 60 points. What more can you say? Larry Bird, Larry Bird.
One of the coldest dudes to ever play basketball, an amazing shooter, an amazing trash talker, 24 points a game, 10 rebounds and 6 assists. Ladies and gentlemen, today we've got 99 overall Larry Bird. Now, quick shout out to Peter for letting me use his account. This build is a sharpshooting facilitator. This year, I really haven't played on too many, pure sharpshooters because I didn't think they were the best. But when you take a look at this build, ladies and gentlemen, this build looks really good. The driving dunk, it maybe be a little bit too high for a Larry Bird, but it's definitely doable and it definitely works out for Larry. But the thing that really sticks out is the incredible shooting. Look at this, 99 three-pointer, 99 mid-range, 83 post fade. The ball handle is definitely there. The sharpshooting facilitator role, I think, is perfect for Larry Bird. You could probably say he might have sharpshooting takeover, but the shot creating really does work for him as well because he's hit some crazy, off dribble, off balance type of shots. The other thing that really doesn't really stick out to me is the speed. It could probably be a little bit lower, but for 2K's sakes and the way that the movement works, this definitely works out. The only down thing, like I said too, the defensive rebounding and offensive rebounding a little bit, actually really low for a Larry Bird type of build. If you guys want to see me make this build at Legend, but kind of make it more so a Larry Bird build, let me know down below in the comment section. Every day we're inching a little bit closer to hitting Legend. But ladies and gentlemen, like I said, this build is really nice. You can see with the badge layout, only 2 finishing. You kind of wish you had a little bit more, but like I said, at Legend, I think, 12 finishing, 13, 14, 15 finishing badges for Larry Bird really does work out. And of course, the shooting badges are here. You guys can see all the shooting badges that we end up using. You got clutch shooter, of course, because he's hit some crazy clutch shots, difficult shots, green machine, quick draw, Hall of Fame range extender, the works. Now, the playmaking, you didn't have them all maxed out, so we couldn't really use everything we would want to. Space creator, quick first step, handles for days. That's going to work out pretty well. Only 5 defensive badges. Larry Bird in his prime is actually a pretty solid defender, so 5 maybe be a little bit too low, but like I said, you can't really make these NBA legends the way you would like to. But guys, 99 Larry Bird, we're using his jump shot. We're going to be using his post moves as well. The first gameplay, you guys are going to see me using Steph Curry dribble pull-up and stuff like that. We ended up changing it after that. But guys, if you do enjoy the video, make sure you drop a like. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Like I said, man, 99 Larry Bird. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, like I said, this year I haven't been able to actually use like a pure sharpshooter. I kind of had one in the beginning, but he wasn't maxed out. He was like 6'5", couldn't really dribble, anything like that. And today we've got a pretty solid, in my opinion, Larry Bird build with the sharpshooting facilitator. I showed you guys the stats. The stats are insane. You guys can see right here, look, I'm already cooking up. This is the very first game that we played. Wow, look at that, man. Larry Bird jump shot. We've got no jump shot celebration. No celebrations at all. Just cold-blooded killing out here. Look at this, man. The fadeaways, the post hop shots, everything you guys will see in this gameplay. Just pure Larry Bird. Now, like I said, I am using Peter's account. If you guys don't know, Peter is an all-star 3 this year. So we don't have any of the Gatorade boosts. We don't have any jump shot boosts, block boosts, rebounding boosts, anything. We have none of that. You guys can see, like I told you in the beginning, I'm using Steph Curry dribble pull-up. We'll go ahead and change that as we go on to the other gameplays. But with the 99 3-ball, man, this build is lethal. And even with the 70 ball control, like I told you guys in the beginning of the year and past few videos, I've told you guys that if you have 70 ball control, it completely changes how your build plays. Look at that again. Fade away. You already know we're knocking that down. But if you have the 70 ball control, you can dribble. You can do some nice little moves right here. You guys can see 39% contested, catch and shoot. It doesn't even matter. I probably shouldn't have made that, but it doesn't matter, man. This is Larry Bird we're talking about. The guy that will tell you where he's shooting the ball, what he's going to do, and he's still going to make that shot. Now, if you guys remember, a lot of people, if they think about old school basketball, they always think of, Michael Jordan in the 90s, tearing it up, the Bad Boys Pistons and stuff like that. Of course, I know there's an overwhelming majority that remember the Lakers and Celtics rivalries and all that kind of stuff. But you got to remember, Larry Bird, when he first came into the league, and Michael Jordan, when he first came into the league, Larry Bird was dominating Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan not only just play in the 90s. A lot of you guys, failed to realize that. But Michael Jordan played in the mid-80s. And this dude right here stopped Michael Jordan from getting to the finals. Stopped him from getting anywhere in the playoffs. Really just cold-blooded. Just doing whatever it takes to win out here. Like I said, fadeaways, post-hop shots, three-pointers, of course. A guy that really, transformed the three ball. A lot of people, back in the day, didn't shoot the three, obviously. Not nearly as much as they do now. But Larry Bird was that guy that was so confident with his three ball. He could go anywhere on the court. He was making behind the backboard shots, left-handed shots. And there's so many stories I want to tell you guys as we go along in this video. But hopefully you guys are enjoying the gameplay, man. Like I said, drop a like if you're new to the channel because we are inching close to 100,000 subscribers. But there's so many crazy stories. Like I said, Michael Jordan getting dominated by this guy, Julius Erving getting dominated, Dominique Wilkins, some of the all-time greats getting schooled by a guy that was, pretty slow, didn't have insane dribbling or anything like that, but standing at 6'9", he's very mobile for his size, of course, and he could shoot over you. He could just do anything. His shooting ability was insane. The clutch ability was crazy. There's this one time where Larry Bird hits the game-winning shot, right? But it doesn't count because his coach called a timeout. And then Larry Bird's like, hey, I'm going to do the exact same thing. Give me the ball. I'm going to go to the exact same spot, and I'm going to nail the shot right there. You can see I tried to go for a floater right there, but for some reason I had the park lamps on, but it doesn't matter. Look, the whole team jumping at me. It still doesn't matter. Larry Bird fade away. But he gets the ball after they called a timeout. He already hit the game winner, but it didn't count. He gets the ball again, hits like a crazy running floater, and hits the game winner. Again, that's just the kind of clutch ability Larry Bird had. He didn't let that moment get to him. He just got the ball. He shot it, wide open, whatever. It wasn't even really wide open. If you guys want to go look at some of these clips, if you guys haven't been able to actually watch Larry Bird highlights, I very much so suggest it because the dude was a beast. Like I said, he wasn't crazy mobile or anything like that. There's this one quote from Charles Barkley that I thought was really funny. It was like, Larry Bird wasn't fast. He couldn't jump. He couldn't dunk, but that was just God's ability, to make it a fair chance. He was just giving us a fair chance because if Larry Bird was able to do that kind of stuff, easily the best player ever to play in the NBA if he was able to do that. But look, the game winners, it doesn't matter. Clutch ability, green, crazy shots, whatever the case is, man. Like I said, this sharp shooting facilitator, it's actually really fun to use. It's kind of like a tall build that can dribble a little bit. It can shoot from anywhere on the court. Like I said, it has a 99 three ball, and with 29 shooting badges, it can pretty much do anything from fades to, shooting from half court, whatever it is. It's just a lot of fun to play on, and it's tall, so it can kind of shoot over a lot of other builds as well. You can see pull up from hash, 3%, you're too late, man. It doesn't matter, bro. There's so many crazy stories, crazy moments. There's another one that I'll, mention right here. There was this one game, I think it was one of the final games that the Celtics were playing, and Larry Bird, he went and told his teammates that he was going to drop all his shots left-handed. The dude scored 47 points. Every single shot was left-handed. I think it's not the jump shots, but he kind of made it a focus to, go into the paint, do floaters, runners, layups. Everything was left-handed, dropped 47, which is insane. That just goes to show you, Larry Legend, Larry Bird, easily the best player during that decade in the 80s, one of the best players ever. And in my opinion, I still think if he played and he was healthy, he didn't have that bad back, and he got to play an extra, maybe we'll say 5 years, he could arguably still be the best small forward of all time. Obviously, LeBron James is kind of taking that up. But Larry Bird, man, insane player. You can see the jump shots are there. We missed that jump shot, but I'm using Larry Bird's jump shot. I haven't used his jump shot before ever in any 2K. This is the very first time using it. Sometimes I'll go to the my court to try to test these out, but you can see this gameplay and the gameplay before, I was trying to use his dribble pull up and stuff like that, and you guys can see it's pretty brutal. But I've never used his animations like I mentioned beforehand. I used to go to the my court and try to test some of these out, but this one I didn't. We went straight to the park. You could see go into the post again, throw a couple fakes, and we're still splashing it. It doesn't matter if it's green or not. We're still making that shot. Larry Bird was that guy, man. He could go and give you a pump fake. He could ball fake you with his head, and he's gonna break your ankles. He's the only guy to ever do that. I swear, he's the guy that just ball fake, use his head, and he still break ankles using that. You can see we're playing some pretty decent defense right here. I wish you know, my block was a little bit higher, maybe we would be able to chase that down. But as we're inching closer to legend, I really want to start bringing out new builds for you guys. And of course, with new builds come new players. And I think Larry Bird could be a very fascinating, very fun one to do. Like I said, this build is pretty close. I still think Larry Bird is a sharpshooting facilitator, but if you change some of the badges around, maybe give you a little bit less shooting badges, but since we're a legend, we'll get an extra 10, and apply it a little bit more towards the defense, I think we will get a perfect Larry Bird build. But guys, hopefully you are enjoying these new builds, these new gameplays, these new NBA players. If you do, make sure you drop a like, comment down below if you guys want to see anybody else. Like I said, we've got tons of options coming up. I will be grinding to legend, so I've been using a lot of slashers. So if you guys want to see some more slasher gameplay, maybe some more Giannis, some Zion action, let me know down below in the comment section. But you can see we're just going to be cooking up right here. Nice little hesitation. Go back to the right side. I told everybody to clear out. This is just prime Larry Bird. Tell everybody to clear out. I got the shot. It doesn't matter what it is, what I shoot. It's going in. But this is going to be the last play right here. You can see I tried to mess around. If you can see my field goal percentage, I was trying to shoot this hop shot, but for some reason, I couldn't get it. I was slightly lating it every single time. You can see just mashing towards the paint. It's my court. It's Larry's world. We're just living in. Post hop shot, white. It falls. But guys, hopefully you did enjoy. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. But it's been your boy Dignify, and I'm out.